Okay, guys, before this video starts, I just had to say, this is all just going to be one picture. Although I do talk about stuff that are in the movie, I'm not actually going to switch pictures, even though maybe that would make more sense. But I decided not to, because, I want to get this video out. Also, this video was made on, the 30th of April, so, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the video. What is up, guys? It's me, Mario, Sonic TV. Today, I'm going to do a review on the Sonic movie 2. Also, before the video starts, this is gonna talk about the entirety of the movie. It's gonna be like a little vlog review. So, spoilers ahead. If you don't wanna have spoilers, I recommend you watch the movie first before going back to watch this video. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. So first we're going to talk about the beginning of the movie, in which it started off where the last movie ended, in the post-credit scene of the first movie, on the Mushroom Planet. So basically, it started off with this little contraption thing that Movie Robotnik actually made. My favorite part of the little scene was when they did this little Sonic made out of mushroom thing. I like how the Sonic looks actually like the Sonic, the movie Sonic, and I also like that the running thing are actually mushrooms. That's a pretty neat touch. Then we move on to the sequence where Knuckles comes in, but not before these little strange warrior things. I'm not really sure, but they're not important to the story. Then we get introduced, as I said, to Knuckles the Echidna, which comes through a ring portal, when Robotnik is, just trying to get out the, Mushroom Planet, and then we see his design. His design is amazing. The trailers make it out to be so amazing, and he's still amazing in the movie itself. So, yeah, he comes through a portal, a ring portal to be exact, and then asks, how, Dr. Robotnik got the, quill that he has in his hand, to power the machine that he uses to replicate the ring portal. Oh yeah, that was an important part in the movie, because I just glanced over that, I'm sorry. So, yeah, he used Sonic's quill to power up a machine that can replicate the ring's power, meaning it can make portals. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Knuckles asks how he got the quill, and Robotnik says, I quote, from a little blue menace on the planet Earth. Yeah, you can say that, Eggman. But then the movie pans over to the movie logo, but I'll just swiftly go over that. But then we move on to Seattle, Washington, where you might recognize that that's where the first trailer took place. The first part of the first trailer took place. Sonic, as you saw in the trailer, he's warming up with a copyrighted song. I think the song is named Tricky. Then again, I'm not sure. So as Sonic is rearing up to go try and save the city, his attempts are, let's just say, reckless, because he just runs off and just tries to just knock out the how do I say this, the robbers outside the car, and he is successful in knocking them out the car. But In the process, kind of knocks one of the bombs outside the car, therefore, like, blowing up the entire sewage drain. And plus, something that you didn't see in the trailer was that Sonic was so reckless that he didn't even notice that he almost hit an ice cream truck. Like, I'm being serious. Like, in the movie, he didn't even acknowledge. Actually, I think he did acknowledge it, but I'm not sure. But he almost hit an ice cream truck and almost hit a kid. Why am I laughing? But then Sonic thinks he saved the city, but he did horribly save it. In a sick, twisted way, he did kind of save the city. But okay, that's enough ranting about the intro. Now let's move on to the midway through the movie. Then we move on to midway through the movie, midway that is, and we get introduced to Tails, who enters through the ring portal, then flies off to go to the Wachowski house, and then he's gonna try to get in without getting caught, but decides to grab a cop car. But it's never followed up until after the scene I'm gonna talk about. Sorry, why did I have to do that silence? There's literally a plane outside. I literally just heard a plane outside, but I'm getting off topic. So Tails tries to go into the Wachowski house by getting into a cop car, trying to drive into the yard, but this doesn't follow him until after the scene I talk about. So basically, then Robotnik tries to get into the Wachowski house, which Sonic answers the door, but instead of opening the door, Robotnik laser cuts the doorknob off, which I don't know why he would do that. I guess he's a major villain. So then Sonic, now seeing Eggman in front of him, does a little conversation that angers him, and the blue electricity starts forming again, which causes Sonic to lunge at Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik. And then Dr. Robotnik moves aside, and then reveals that, oh no, Knuckles also has the power. Like, seriously, who could have saw that coming? That's sarcastic. Everyone could see that coming. Yeah. So then Sonic gets launched through the wall and gets broken through the TV, breaks the couch in the process as well. Then Sonic asks who Knuckles is, and then Robotnik introduces Knuckles to Sonic. Then Sonic says no matter who Robotnik brings to help, he will never stop Sonic. So then Knuckles busts Sonic through the wall again, but this time not through the house wall, literally through the house itself. And then Knuckles actually calls Sonic things that'll let's just say think that he's incapable of doing things. But then Sonic says he's unstoppable, and in a fit of rage, Sonic spin dashes to possibly knock Knuckles down or possibly defeat him. But as is on the first trailer, Knuckles holds Sonic's spin dash in his spin form and then knocks him onto the ground due to the force of his punch, obviously. And then just while Sonic is pinned to the ground, he's not pinned to the ground actually. While Sonic is on the ground, Knuckles picks him up and pins him to a tree. Then Knuckles goes on a whole spiel telling Sonic about the ultimate power, which gets Dr. Robotnik hooked. And then, in the turn of events, Tails with the cop car busts through the fence and hits Knuckles which hits a garden shed. Then Tails asks Sonic to get into the car with him, and Sonic, looking at Knuckles, just reluctantly agrees. So they drive off, and then something weird is that Dr. Robotnik jumps onto the car itself and acts like a rabid animal. And then Tails, with some clever maneuvers, actually gets Eggman off the car. So then they drive off. But in a turn of events, also, Sonic didn't realize Knuckles also had speed powers. So basically, Knuckles can actually run as fast as Sonic. He's basically just a copy and paste Red Sonic. So, in speed, just not as like a literal hedgehog. So then, the car turns over a curve and falls off like a ledge that ultimately destroys the car. But before Sonic could realize that he's falling, he's held by Tails as he's flying, just like in the games. And then Sonic makes a joke about calling Tails a buttcopter, which, not gonna lie, it's a pretty good quip. But Knuckles is held by a ledge. He's holding on to the ledge, not holding on to the ledge itself. Just holding onto the wall of that like little cliff ledge thing. So yeah, then Dr. Eggman and Knuckles make an alliance. So then we get to the snowboard scene of the movie where Tails gets presumably killed, but he isn't actually killed. Sonic thinks he's dead through most of like up until the scene where Sonic, Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik get to the Emerald. Then Sonic says that he is not a hero, that he practically got Tails killed, and then as a last effort, he goes off to find the Master Emerald to harness its power. And then basically everything goes there from there. And then Sonic finds a way through the Marble Hill Zone, which is basically what is holding the Master Emerald. Goes through that, but not before when Sonic is about to get killed by Knuckles via a boulder. The final thing, aka Robotnik's master plan, gets revealed. Knuckles was being used the whole time, and Knuckles didn't know it. So, yeah, that realization hurt Knuckles more than it should. Then when Robotnik gets the Emerald's power, he travels back to Green Hill, but in the scenes before he gets to Green Hills, Knuckles and Sonic almost drown. First, Knuckles is being held down by a stone pillar, and then Sonic saves him with the power of both of them. Sonic drowns in the process, and then we see Knuckles' hand grab Sonic and pulls him out the water. And then Tails sees them on the island, flies over and gets them. And then we get to the scene where, final climax. Then we get to the climax of the movie where Dr. Robotnik builds, a gigantic Death Egg robot using the parts from the GUN, vehicles. Then, after that, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles form a trio as they fight alongside each other when they try to destroy the robots. But not before them flying over in in like the presumed tornado, flying in that plane. Yeah, the tornadoes in the movie along with some of the other stuff. And then, yeah, Knuckles and Tails accompany Sonic as they defeat the chaos infused robots, and Dr. Robotnik actually controls the robot as not like with not with like levers and stuff, just like he actually uses his body to control the robot. And then in a turn of events, Knuckles punches the emerald out of Eggman, and then it falls to the ground, where Sonic sees the emerald, tries to get to it with his weakened body, but not before the Death Egg robot actually gets up, and not before Tom and Maddie in a truck grab Sonic when Sonic grabbed the emerald. Then Sonic, Maddie, and Tom are all huddled together as they think they're gonna die. But then Sonic, with the broken emerald, all the Chaos Emeralds, form around Sonic, then gives him the power, and then, this is a big spoiler, turns into Super Sonic. Like, oh my goodness, that scene was epic. That was an epic scene, honestly. I just love that scene. And then Sonic says it's over for Eggman, and then behind his back, Robotnik says we can work things out, and then just like turns around and tries to punch Sonic, but Sonic already predicts the move and holds the fist, then breaks the fist of the robot. And for reference, the McDonald's toy that I have, this is what the robot looked like in the movie. So he used this fist at first, which broke this fist. Then he used the other fist to break the robot itself. And then Sonic did this whole like breaking the entire robot thing, and then breaks like this part of the head. Then Sonic actually taps the robot with a little tap with his foot. Then the Death Egg robot knocks down, falls onto the ground. And then it's presumed that Robotnik died. So, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's all I have to say on it. Yeah. Okay. Then all the characters all come back together as Knuckles actually forms the Master Emerald back together and fixed it. Then as a little little nod to the first movie, they actually play baseball. And then the family goes out for ice cream. And then that's the entire movie. Then we get to the post-credit scene, which it shows Dr. Agent Stone basically talking and listening into the general of GUN talking about a file that they found 50 years ago, and you know where I'm going with this. Basically, they call it Project Shadow. And in a turn of events, Shadow the Hedgehog appears at the end credit scene. Oh my goodness. That's epic. That's all I have to say. It's epic. So that was my whole review of the movie. And you may be asking, hey, Gotcha Boy, why didn't you talk about the wedding scene? It's because I don't want to glance over that. I mean, sure, it's an integral part of the movie, but I want to focus upon the parts that actually drive the story like forward ish. And I know there was the one wedding scene that at one part of the wedding, like in Hawaii scene, that actually drives the movie forward, but most of it is just a little side plot. I want to talk about the main plot. So honestly, if I were to give this movie a rating, it would be um 10 out of 10 for me. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help me a lot to come more quality content. Be sure to tap that notification bell so you can notify when a new video comes out. Until then, see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.